we will be free. For when the rising tide is turned in every London quarter, Parliament comes crashing down with Robert's Rules of Order.
Okay.
But see, now that we're done, see, look how beautiful. There's two twos together. Isn't that quite nice?
It looks like more like a swan.
I gotta know what kind of font that is. I'm gonna look it up in what a font, or what the font. That is an app.
Okay. Sunday, February 23rd. The Sunday
Services.
services, yes.
Oh, we have to always open with the
Well, with the services, yes. We should put that in the opening for all the clips.
Well, but it's got to be for our special
Yes.
Sunday services.
And that's where he came, the Mormon Tabernacle Choir. Anyway, with Hallelujah. Anyway, here is the way these work on Sunday is it gives you a statement, and then we turn around and we give it, and it gives an answer on what page it's on.
Which is
Kind of dumb, but we're going to discuss it after the fact. Here is the statement. Are you ready for the statement?
I am ready.
Are you sure?
I am ready for the reading.
Okay. A reading from the letter of Balch to the parliamentarians.
Yes.
I'm making that up.
First Balch.
Yes. And I'm ducking ahead to where the section is because I
Okay.
feel like it.
All right.
Okay. What the hell? No, it wasn't that. It was,
You bothered the dog.
no, it wasn't that. The page was pages were stuck together.
Oh, I made sure. This is how like I went through and made sure none of them were ahead of time because it bugs me.
Okay. A motion to strike out a paragraph from one place and insert it in a different place is also possible. No kidding. We do that all the time.
No shit, Sherlock.
Such a motion is not a motion to substitute. It is similar to the second of the two types of motion to strike out and insert applying to words discussed on page 149, line 19 to page 150, line 2.
What? Wait, you're confusing. So I can look at this. So a motion to strike out and insert another's pause. Such. Oh yeah. So it's not a motion to substitute. Okay, I've got that.
We just call it a strike and replace.
Yeah. Okay. So, what page number are we on?
134.
Yeah, let's just generally talk about this. I love motions to substitute, by the way.
In legislature, sometimes they call them gut and amend when they're destroying the whole damn thing. In this case, it's only taking a piece out.
So, and we did that last,
We do it a lot.
what, 134.
It's part of the joys of wordsmithing proposals.
Okay. So, what is the section? The section is to amend.
Yep.
All right, there are three basic. Oh, am I reading or you're supposed to be reading?
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to be reading this. Okay.
I would think starting on page 133, line 30, that talks about.
Tend to agree
yeah.
with you, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Further rules and explanation with forms. Oh, they put forms in here. Ooh. Classifications as to form. There are three basic processes of amendment, the third of which is an indivisible combination of the first two. You need to remember that one for the convention. I'll explain why in a few minutes. For each of these processes, some of the rules are different depending on whether it is applied with reference to a few words or to a whole paragraph or section. So each process has two forms as follows. 1. First process, to insert or add. A, to insert words, or if they are being placed at the end of the sentence or passage are being amended, to add words. We tend to use the words insert or append, just because it's what it is. B, to insert a paragraph, or if placed at the end to add a paragraph, same thing. Second process, to strike out. We say delete. A, to strike or strike. A, to strike out words, or B, to strike out a paragraph. Same idea. 3, this is where it gets interesting.
Yes.
Third process, an indivisible combination of processes 1 and 2 having the following forms. A, to strike out and insert which applies to words. B, to substitute, that is, in effect, to strike out, where'd I go? There we go. Strike out a paragraph or the entire text of a resolution or main motion and insert another in its place. Double asterisk, we'll come back. Note that substitute is a technical parliamentary term that is not applied to anything less than a complete paragraph or one or more sentences, so that the term is not applicable to Form 3A, whatever all that is.
3A, which is to strike out and insert.
Aha. Double asterisk. A motion to strike out a paragraph from one place and insert in a different place is also possible. Such a motion is not a motion to substitute a semicolon. There's a hole here.
There's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. There's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, a hole.
It is similar to the second of the two types of motions to strike out and insert applying to words discussed on page 149, line 19, and page 150, line 2. Okay, so this double asterisk is exactly what we're talking about right here. It even has double asterisk on the page. What a concept. The wording of the paragraph cannot be materially amended by a motion of this type or by any secondary amendments to it. However, once such a motion has been adopted, the transferred paragraph may be amended by any of the usual forms.
One thing when I was going through this section for a test, everyone, including us in Colorado, we break some of these rules sometimes. It's a little bit stricter than most people observe. But interesting, I didn't remember that the strikeout and insert is indivisible. I think we have motions to divide that all the time.
We do. And I'm looking at one specific case that's going to show up in a couple of weeks at our state convention. The merge.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government.
What do you mean?
Well, technically, we are striking out one of the two documents and inserting it via merging into the other one.
I don't think that is what this is. But let's say, I don't want to go into the weeds on that.
I'm not going to say it's a strike. I'm not going to say it's a substitute, but
on the sacred Sunday,
yes,
I would like to keep my spirit free from that topic.
I thought you said baptized in a pool full of liquor.
well,
we could discuss
your
that.
spirit is sitting right there in the bottle.
I got to think about that one. But just in general, you can insert or add, okay? You can strike out, but if you're inserting and striking, you cannot divide those two. It's indivisible.
Right, and what I'm saying is because we're striking out from one
You're
place
going
and sending it
back
to
and
another.
disturbing my spirit.
Saturday, I had a little low-grade fever.
We'll take a drink.
This is such inside baseball to Colorado that
Yes.
I don't know.
But the gist of it is that that taking one and putting it in another place like that is indivisible, because if you can divide them, you wind up running the risk of deleting half of your stuff and not putting it in somewhere, and then you're really screwed. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And by the way, I actually make that argument in the Minority Report.
We're going to have fun. All right, so yeah, this is an interesting section, and I think the lesson that we're pulling out of it is that indivisible thing is important.
It's very important.
Alrighty, are you closing the services? Mm-hmm. Yes, and be blessed. Be blessed.
Onward we go, parliamentary procedure to kick our ass.
Yes.
We can answer all your questions in the comments. Just please ask.
Wow, that's talent.
Fever! Let's hear the opposition side. Like a stubborn donkey's bray. All opposed? You say nay. Opposed! Opposed! The motion carries anyway.